Thank you, and I want to thank Frank Gaffney Jr. for his leadership. I also want to thank those who work at the Center for Security Policy for providing this wonderful tool for the American public to go to their website, get a hold of this document, read the information. How did your member of Congress respond when this president and this Democrat Congress wanted to bring known terrorists into our own country? And then, as was stated by the Director of National Intelligence, if we are to release them, now this is a quote from Dennis Blair, if we are to release them in the United States, you can't just put them on the street. We need some sort of assistance to start a new life. Can you imagine this? People who have taken an oath, sworn a whole lifestyle to doing us harm, killing our citizens, disrupting our economy, trying to destroy the American way of life, and we're going to provide them with food stamps, cash assistance, and health care. When it comes to the message of what do we do with the detainees in Guantanamo Bay, my message is very clear to the President, to the Democrats. Not here, not now, not ever. I do not want them in our prisons or on the streets of America. And if you look at what has happened around the country in just recent violence, let me go back to a 2007 report from the New York Police Department. And I quote, "Prisons can play a critical role in both triggering and reinforcing the radicalization process." They also warned of it as our prisons being a radicalization cauldron. In Los Angeles in August of 2005, Kevin James, LeVar Haley Washington, Gregory Vernon Patterson were arrested while trying to plot a terrorist attacks against the Jewish and government targets around Los Angeles. Kevin James was converted to Islam in prison. LeVar Haley Washington was converted to Islam in prison. In New York, May 2009, James Cromartie, David Williams, and Anta Williams and Lagar Payan, were charged with trying to blow up the New York synagogues and shooting down military airplanes. They were converted to Islam while they were in jail. We don't want them here in America. We want them in Guantanamo Bay, one of the most modern, highly technical, best facilities to house them, and that's where they ought to stay. I want to again thank Frank Gaffney Jr. I suggest that you go to the website, read the document, find out where your member of Congress is. I'd like to yield to Mr. Brilbray from California. Thank you, Frank.